What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We had an extremely huge, well, sort of huge, update yesterday, giving us more Sinnoh Pokemon, Sinnoh Stone evolutions, in fact, move changes, raid changes. Let's go over all of it in strict detail. Thankfully, I do believe this is by Pro Hitman, my colleague. Thankfully, he did a actual article over this, but I'm still going to go over it in more detail than what the article states, so here we go. First off, we have new Sinnoh Pokemon that are spawning in the wild. We got Cranidos that evolves into Rampardos, Shieldon that evolves into Bastiodon, Combi that evolves into Vespiqueen, Ambipom's a Sinnoh Stone evolution, Glameow's in the wild that evolves into Purugly, Licklicky that evolves from Lickitung with the Sinnoh Stone, Tangrowth that evolves with the Sinnoh Stone, Yanmega, Gallade, and Frostlass. But first, let's go over how good Rampardos is, just as a refresher, because these are in the wild. We kind of know how well the Gen 4 Sinnoh Stone evolutions are going to do, because I've gone over that on the channel multiple times, but I've not really looked into these a whole lot. Look at that attack stat. Yes, that is real. The defense, yeah, that is real. It has 5 weaknesses and 4 resistances. But let's look at the moves, because the moves mean everything, right? Well, you got it, the best rock type move set in the game, Smackdown and Rock Slide. So this is going to be, without a doubt, the best rock type attacker for raids and gym battles. Now, probably not so much in actual PvP battles, but this is going to be a meta raider for sure. Smackdown, Rock Slide, absolutely insane moveset for Rampardos. Now, let's go to Bastiodon. Look at those stats. What is that hinting at for you? It should be screaming at you in your head. Great League PvP Destroyer. Absolutely, because having a low attack of 94 actually doesn't mean much in the Great League. Having a defense of almost 300 in the Great League is absurd, and a stamina of 155 is actually pretty high for the Great League. Now, it has a double weakness to fighting and ground and a weakness to water. So the weakness to water is okay because it has a massive defensive stat, but a double weakness kind of stinks. Now, it has like a quad resistance to poison, a double resistance to flying and normal, and a normal resistance to bug, dragon, fairy, ice, psychic, rock. So this isn't actually that bad. But let's look at the moves. Iron Tail, Flash Cannon, Flamethrower, Stone Edge. Okay, so you can run this Pokemon however way you want in PvP. As far as raids and gym battles, probably not so much. It doesn't belong in that type. But for PvP's sake, I would probably run either... It just depends on what you want. Iron Tail with Stone Edge and Flamethrower. Flash Cannon takes too long to charge up as a charge move in PvP. Flamethrower is pretty quick though, and we're actually going to go over this move. Flamethrower and Stone Edge, but depending on how you want to run your Bastiodon, you could do Smackdown or Iron Tail. It's completely up to you. Now, next up is Vespiqueen. Vespiqueen can be used for the Great League. Why not? It's got some decent stats. Let's go ahead and look at the moves, because moves mean everything. Poison Sting. Poison Sting is actually a really good quick move. Bug Bite is okay for PvP, but Poison Sting's pretty good. X-Scissor and Power Gem, 2 really good PvP moves. So if I was running Vespiqueen, I'd go Poison Sting, X-Scissor, and Power Gem. The next is Purugly. It's just a normal type. This would probably be for the Great League as well. Its only weakness to fighting. Its stats are subpar, but, you know, the Sylph League, if they come out with a normal type, like Tournament, this will be it. Now, I'm going to spoil this for you. Shadow Claw is one of the best quick moves in Pokemon Go for PvP right now. It really is. And like I said, we're going to go over that. Scratch actually isn't bad either. And then you would want to run Play Rough and Aerial Ace. So talk about a type coverage monster that this big fat normal cat is. Alright, now let's go ahead and go back to the article here and read further. Now here are the moveset changes. Here are all the moves that were added to existing Pokemon. So Arbok can know Dragon Tail, which switches things up. Clefable can learn Meteor Mash, which gives it the advantage of a fairy typing like matchup. If it's fairy against fairy, Meteor Mash Clefable will win that matchup. So, and you guys already know that's a huge move. Ninetales, they gave it Psyshock, and same with the Alolan Ninetales for just some more coverage. Psyshock is a very fast charging and powerful psychic move. Wigglytuff has Ice Beam in case it comes up against dragons. Also just a good move in general, more type coverage. Alakazam, fast move that powers up. Fire Punch, just more type coverage. Machamp, against those flying types that display its weakness, Rock Slide can take care of that. Muck, Thunder Punch, just more type coverage, especially in the Great League, since water types are pretty common in the Great League. More type coverage. Snarl, this is nice because it's actually a better fast move than Bite for PvP. Snarl is better, has better energy per turn. So you can run Snarl Dark Pulse or Poison Jab Dark Pulse Sludge Wave. Like, just depending on how you want to run your Muck, you can run it as a Dark type for the quick move or the Poison type. So that's actually pretty cool. Weezing, Thunderbolt, just more type coverage. Starmie, Thunder and Ice Beam, more type coverage. Starmie is interesting. Water Gun's a pretty good quick move for PvP. Thunder, not so much. Ice Beam, absolutely. So if you're going up against Dragon type in the Ultra League, Starmie could definitely take it out. So that's interesting. Starmie's very, very usable now. Jinx has Focus Blast. That's kind of interesting. Kabutops finally has a quick move that's water with Water Pulse. Even though Water Pulse is kind of bad, Kabutops might actually make some of the list for one of the best water types to use in raids. So we're going to have to see how the numbers fall behind that. But this is nice. I was ecstatic when I saw that Kabutops can learn Waterfall now. It might actually be on the list for raids, so this is cool. Now, another cool thing, Aerodactyl finally has Rock Slide, a very, very good rock type move. Now, if only it could have a rock type quick move, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Snorlax's Outrage, that's insane. That literally has Dragon type coverage in any league that you want to put it in. Ampharos Power Gem, just more type coverage. Shadow Claw is insane, and Ursaring can compete with Giratina in Ultra League. So that's kind of the thought process Niantic had behind that, and Shadow Claw is ridiculous anyway. Mantine with Bullet Seed, that's insane. It gives itself an advantage in that water type matchup, so that's pretty cool. It already has some good moves anyway. Aerial Ace and Ice Beam for PvP. Finally, Houndoom has Flame Thrower. Holy freaking crap. So, Houndoom may be edging itself up the list as one of the best fire types to use in raids. And also, this gives it better viability in PvP with a good fire charge move and a good dark move, Crunch. So you can run Crunch Flamethrower with Snarl. Finally, Houndoom finally gets what it needs. Mudslap Donphan, not bad. Donphan's a pretty good Pokemon. Mudslap Earthquake makes it a very viable choice as a ground type to use in raids. So obviously it's not going to be better than Groudon, but definitely can be a filler for your team. Miltank finally has some type coverage, making it a more of a threat in the Great League. Raikou Shadow Ball, that's to counter Giratina. Basically, that's what Niantic said in their post. And Shadow Ball is a quick-hitting, hard-hitting charge move. And the thing is it has all electric moves anyway, and they wanted to stay away from that. And Raikou can learn Shadow Ball in the main series, so they gave it to him. Same thing goes with Iron Head for Entei. It just has nothing but fire moves. Same thing goes with Suicune with Ice Beam. It has nothing but water moves. So this is a very nice addition. Suicune is a monster. Give it Snarl, Ice Beam, and Bubble Beam. Woo! You have a type coverage nightmare. Ho can learn Hidden Power. I don't be too mad about that. Ho still needs to learn Sacred Fire, and I strongly believe Sacred Fire should be a quick move. I did an article over that, but we'll have to see. So this Hidden Power can be fire or flying though. So if it's fire, you can go with Fire Blast. If it's flying, go with Brave Bird. So at least it has a little bit better chance of having a better moveset. Ludicolo with Ice Beam, more type coverage. It's better than Blizzard anyway. This is interesting. I don't know what this is stating. I think Psyshock just got a boost. Salamence with Bite. Dark coverage. Hidden Power again for Luxray. Just some interesting different coverages there. Roserade with Grass Knot makes it the Grass King. That's what I've been hearing, so that's absolutely insane. Honchkrow with Sky Attack. Now you can run Snarl, Sky Attack, which is an extremely fast flying move, with Dark Pulse. Yeah, Honchkrow just got a lot better in PvP. Bite, since Drapion a Dark type, Bite gives it more, viability. Infestation still the best quick move with Aqua Tail and Sludge Bomb, or Crunch, just depends on how you want to run it. Magmortar with Psychic, just more type coverage. Togekiss with Flamethrower, just more type coverage. And Porygon Z with Blizzard, just more type coverage. Now, We'll go ahead and go down here. Here is the difference. There's a 20% boost in the HP of all raids. So here are the differences between the raids. Pokemon raids that were soloable may not be soloable anymore, which is kind of upsetting because we could solo Absol and Tyranitar. That's probably not going to be the case anymore. Alakazam, you might be able to still solo. I don't know. I think Niantic is just encouraging more people to play together instead of playing by themselves. So, whatever. Yeah, here's the difference of stamina. Old stamina, 3,000, 6,000. 600, I mean, you know, just the differences. Now, here's the changes to the moves in PvP. Smackdown had a power 10, now it's power 12. Waterfall is power 10, power 12. Confusion, power 12. 16 for Confusion. Frost Breath went from 6 to 7. Ice Shard went from 8 to 9. Burst Leaf went from 8 to 11. Body Slam went from 50 to 60. Dazzling Gleam went from 100 to 110. Flamethrower went from 70 to 90, but had an energy of 55, so it takes a little bit longer to charge it up. But from 70 to 90. Ice Punch from 50 to 55. Side Shock from 65 to 70. So that was up above Chimecho. It had an extra Side Shock on there because it got boosted. Iron Hand went from 60 to 70. That's a good choice. Thunder Punch from 45 to 55 to match up with Ice Punch. And then the energy is now 40. Thunderbolt from 45 to 55 for the energy, and then 80 to 90 to match up with Flamethrower. And then Shadow Claw went from energy 7 to 8. That's insane. So there you guys have it. That is all the changes for this massive update. Absolutely insane. There's a lot in here. A lot of new Pokemon, a lot of new Sinnoh Stone evolutions, a lot of new move changes. The PvP meta has definitely changed, so you have to be careful. Like Meteor Mash, Clefable, that's just insane. So you have to be careful going up against. You don't know what your opponent's going to throw at you. You don't know what your opponent's moves are going to be. So it's definitely making things a lot more interesting. I highly advise you guys to look at the new and updated move chart. Let's go ahead and look at that real quick. Why don't we? The move stats have been updated. Let's go ahead and look. So Confusion, remember, 16. It now has the highest damage per turn in the game at 4. Let's see. Frost Breath 7. The damage went up to 3.5 for Frost Breath. Ice Shard went up to 3. That's pretty good. Razor Leaf, it's not 6.5, but I think it's 3.5 now. So that's still pretty good. The energy went up, so now Shadow Claw has one of almost the highest energy gain. Shadow Claw was less than 4, now it's 4, making Shadow Claw pretty much the best move in the game, pretty much. Smackdown went to 4 damage, that's insane. And then Waterfall went to 4 damage as well. And then charge moves, Body Slam went up to 60, still the same energy, that's insane. There's a Dazzling Gleam change. Here's Flamethrower change with the energy. And then Ice Punch change, Iron Head change, Psyshock change, and Thunder Punch, Thunderbolt. The energy changes there, and that's it. So there you guys have it. There's all the changes. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys like this new update. Do you think they should have added something else? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be a part of the Fitz City fam. That's it with the boy, Fitz City. I'm signing off. See you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.